Hi everybody, it's that time where I'm going to clean the Ninja. I mean, I do my usual, like everybody else, you know, you clean your basket. I never put my basket in the actual dishwasher. I always hand wash it. Yeah, it's the up there, that's the, you know, I think it's going to be bad. I have had a peek, it is bad. I have had this a year, and I am one of those that a bit like the, you know, if you can't see it, don't worry about it. And Ninja do advise don't clean the actual element, but it's around the element that kind of does need cleaning, and it's awkward to get to, which doesn't help. And basket one, because it's where I've cooked a lot of meat, there's a lot more baked on what do you call it, fat. We will have a closer look. I just want to say it's that time. So I've boiled the kettle, made myself a coffee. I've got to have a slurp. I need to, because what we're going to do, in fact, come over, it'll be easier that way. So we've got, this is what I'm going to use, bicarbonate of soda. This is what I do sporadically with my basket, especially if there's baked on goods. I've dug out an old lemon that was at the back of my fruit basket thing in the fridge, which is perfect because I'm going to use this and this together to help clean the basket, especially where, I don't know if you can see that, baked on goods. You probably can with my glasses. So yeah, you can see that. The what I have found is the mixture of the bicarbonate of soda and the lemon, and these are sort of, hopefully most people have that in their cupboard, and if they don't, it's actually really cheap to get hold of in practically every single supermarket. A lemon, especially an old one that don't use in your cooking a lemon drizzle cake or whatever. I use Spuntex. I mean, this has been through the wars a bit, but I put it through my dishwasher regularly, and I reckon it would, if you didn't have a dishwasher, you could probably put it in your washing machine. I'm going to use a toothbrush, a dishwasher tablet for each basket, because we're going to cook, technically, boiling hot water, 1 tab for about 10 minutes in each basket. So, I mean, normally what I do after I've eaten a meal, where I've used the baskets, in sort of using washing up liquid with the crisper plating, I let it soak for a couple of hours, or when I'm can be bothered to kind of like give it a scrub out, which is generally that evening, because I do like to start the day with a clean air fryer. So this is what I tend to do with these. I will remove the crisper plates. They're not needed on this occasion. I always put my crisper plates in the dishwasher, but if you didn't have one, if you've soaked them in your soapy water for an hour or two, they scrub off really well. So we'll just leave them there. Yeah, so the kettle's boiled. I just boil it again so it's like proper hot. I'm going to put you down. Let's get the dishwasher tabs in. Just unplug it. I'll just turn it over. It's not terribly heavy. Oh boy. This ain't gonna look good, I tell you. Come and have a look. Oh, it's gonna be gross. Wow. That's bad. So yeah, now we've seen that. Let's get it back. Let's get that hot water on, and let's hope that we can really attack it and give that, what's surrounding the element, some sort of clean. It's not heavy, just a bit awkward, and I don't want to sort of bash it about. Right, so I'm just going to drop a dishwasher tab into that basket. I'm not going to fill it up much, like 1/4 of water. It doesn't need much, it just really needs, you know, there to be steam. So 1 dishwasher tablet. Ooh. So as soon as that's cooked, well, kind of cooked, we'll take out the baskets and then turn it upside down again and start scrubbing. But we'll deal with basket 1, or is it 1? Yeah, it is 1. Once we've done that, because that's one where I'm going to really scrub it with the lemon and the bicarb solution and see how well that does. But we can't do that until obviously we've done this, so we'll see you in a bit. So it's about to end the 10 minutes. I've got a bowl of soapy water there for the sort of trying to scrub once we've turned it upside down. It's going to be all hot, hence the gloves. So yeah, let's get this one out, because we're not going to need to, I'm going to rinse this one out and give it a quick clean. Ooh, steam you up. Let's give it a quick clean. I'm going to do a bit of bicarb, a bit of lemon, just going to squeeze. You see how it bubbles? Right, it is going to be hot, but I do really need to get a new one of these, but it will do. Oh, it smells lovely. Now these areas do tend to get food ingress, so let's I'm just going to pour some of this on, then the lemon, where's my toothbrush? Yeah, it's quite brown, but that's good. Right, let's have a rinse. So that's looking all right. That's looking very fine. So basket 1, same thing. I'm probably going to put quite a lot for this one. Right, so the baked tongas is always at the back, it seems. This is where it gets a little bit awkward in terms of getting to. Let's give it a rinse. the baked on goods is still there, but it's not as bad as it was. It's really difficult to remove. I mean, I'm happy with that, but yeah. Other methods, let me know. Let's get to the Ninja. Okay, so it's cooled down. It's still warm inside there. I'm just going to turn it over. It's unplugged. Let's have a see how much we can kind of work with. And I'm just going to use the cloth that I've got in here, and maybe the toothbrush. I'm going to really wring this so there's literally no liquid, because you don't want water going into the electrics underneath. I'll just have a go. We'll just have a go. I don't want to break that looks like the door thingy-majiggies that maybe lock it, I don't know. You just got to be careful. Yeah, I really don't want to mess with it too much. I'm going to put you down. Let's see. It's still quite hot in there. I can feel the heat through the cloth. It's not going to get, you know, I know for sure that I'm not going to get this like brand spanking new clean, but I'll get some off the edges. I can't reach in the middle where the fan is. It's kind of like, I don't know, did anyone else think it's a bit of a design flaw? I don't know. I mean, what air fryers, I wouldn't know what the answer is, but you know, I don't know. It's not like you clean behind the oven element, is it? Give my you know what, oh my god, words are escaping me today. My cloth a bit of a freshen up, and I've wrung it really well so there's nothing dripping. I can't see how that would be a good idea. The element's still hot, I can feel it. I mean, when I say hot, I mean sort of close to you know, probably if I wasn't wearing gloves it might be a bit too hot. And it's stuck on good. None of this is coming off easily. Well, it's one of those, I think it's better than it was, especially this around here. But I'm not going to get that off, not unless it was like properly soaked, and you know, you just can't reach. You know, you can only reach really a finger just down there, like, you know, it's really hard to get your hand in. Yeah, but yeah. Let me know what you think about this, because it's interesting. I know it causes quite a debate on Facebook, so yeah. Well, there's been some sort of, but it's just not happening. You know, nothing more is coming off. So I'm going to turn it back round and then put it all back together. What I have noticed actually is the dust that's in the air inlet bits. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to use the cloth to take off any excess water. Wow. Well, that'd be good to get rid of, that's for sure. the usual dust and debris that you get, oops, in any house, isn't it? Whew. But what I will do is I certainly won't turn it on for the next couple of hours, because I don't want to, just in case. I plan to do this on a day that you're not really going to use it, I'd suggest. Oh gosh, funny because you can't actually see that unless you bend right down. You can't see that kind of dirt, but a toothbrush does a job. These bits are fiddly as well. They're kind of classic places for debris to get into, aren't they? I'm quite happy with it how it cleaned, because I love that lemon and bicarb mixture. It does work, but if you've used, I mean, I've had this a year now, so it's, you know, that was my first time I've actually turned it over. But what I do know is that there's no loose bits, nothing's going to get into the food, so maybe that's why once a month to do that gentle upside down clean is quite a good idea. I mean, we do our usual basket maintenance, don't we? So that's after every time we use it. But yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you so much, Jim and Maureen Clack, for your super thanks. Thank you very, very much. This is going out on a Wednesday, so on Friday is the live for the, what do you call it? The giveaway. And that's when on the live, the winner will be announced for the Cosori Turbo Blaze. Woohoo! We have changed our broadband, which means we're on a slightly slower tariff, but I'm hoping everything will be all right. It's taken a lot longer to upload. That's what I noticed. 5 hours for this, for the Monday vlog. But this one, hopefully, I mean, you know, it's one of them, isn't it? We're kind of getting used to it. Hopefully there'll be no problems with the live. Keep an eye out on the community page just in case. And that community page, for anyone who doesn't know, is if you go on YouTube on your phone, it kind of has it on there automatically. It's just where everyone can post a text or a poll or whatever, and it access, you know, open to everyone, not, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.